Special Edition update. I have, according by the title, I hope you understand that this is something that I just discovered. I'd not seen this before, so I was deciding to start a new character again. However, having taken the time to start one, but all of a sudden, as soon as I get, started like halfway through the perks, I did something that ended up literally messing up the character I was trying to create. And it's insane to see what happened. The experiment I did, I'm just gonna basically do a random, just to get past the character customization. I was sitting there doing all of the normal character customizations. So I went, did a wood elf, did all the preset stuff, la-di-da. That's fine, I'll just name it the base name for now. But, instead of... Sorry for the imagery, some of you. So I hit this one, picked up the sword. It's gonna basically send me back to a different save file anyhow. But, here's the thing I've learned. I'm gonna just skip past that because this character's gonna be dead anyway in a few minutes. No kidding. I mean, literally, they're gonna die. I hit this twice. It just permanently kills the character. And it reloads us into another save file. I literally just discovered that like not even 2 minutes ago. And all of a sudden I'm just like, what the heck happened? All I knew was as soon as I did that I was just like, what happened? What's going on? I'm like, did it like level spike and glitch the character? No. It just straight up killed the character and threw us into a different game file. So I'm just kind of surprised at such a thing. So I guess I'll continue to play the previous save of our one character from before. Because I've never seen that before in any kind of situation. Never had a character die like that. Never did that kind of thing before, and then boom. There it is. Problem solved. Your character's dead, now you gotta start a different character. And I'm just like, well then. But I guess, being that I still have a few loose ends on this side of things to deal with, I guess I can kind of do that. So I guess at least now you know what happens when you hit the commoner class thing twice. It just straight up kills your character. Doesn't reload you at the start of it, it just kills you entirely. And being that I just showed that to y'all, I thought it would be an interesting thing for you to see. So I just learned that. And with that, I guess it just wants me to finish the loose ends we have to tie up on the SKYrime. I am feeling a little bit better than I did the other day and yesterday, so I mean, it's a step in the right direction, I guess. single character here. Now it's going to our specific location that we told it to go wait for us at. That's another step off of that, which we still have to free Stretch from its cage. We have to free or find the tame fox and the tamed skeever of that mission still. Yeah, other than the strangeness with the character creation scenario, my days have been okay. I would have liked to try to go get my car back, but it's not done yet because apparently they sent me a message prematurely saying it was done, and it turned out it wasn't. But what can you do? That kind of stuff happens all the time. That's one expense I was not expecting to have, though, in such an issue. Either way, it'll be done, hopefully. The whole thing will be, a thing of the past afterward. Should be, with what I'm paying for it. But yeah, that's my day so far, is a lot of nonsense, more with the car. I got my coffee, had nonsense with people I was trying to talk to about the car, and, you know, strange stuff. That's okay, things will get better.
You need anything, talk to Master Dreth.
Your crown, coppers. It's made of Ethereum, pure Ethereum. Where did you find it? Tell me. Taron Dreth, the world's foremost expert on Dwemer... Catria? No, that's not possible. You know too much. I can't afford to let you live. Guards, kill her. Die, damn you!
You really think you stand a chance? I'm going to be a complete douche.
I think you're bleeding!
Now that he's, that should have literally been Will, should have literally stalled him for more than half a second. Where's the... No, I don't want the undying ghost. So the reanimate corpse spell does not work. Should work, but it doesn't. Sometimes the vampire lord raising the dead is certainly more stronger than the norm. That's just a bit, so maybe that should work. Not against him, I guess. I hit the corpse on the side. Well then. This is extremely interesting. Reinvert our form. We invert our characters back to the norm. What is our character? 3 times as much as our norm, but that's okay, or what we should have. Of course. Interesting. So I'm going to try to get all of this stuff done. Unless it's absolutely unreasonable. For example, talking to them as Esbern there might not be done, simply because of the fact that they want us to kill Parthenax, and I'm not doing that. Even though I just straight up refuse to do that, because it just isn't worth it. Sure, you can kill Parthenax, but the point of it being that way is for one of 3 reasons I don't like to do it. A, sure, it gives you the ability to help the Blades rebuild, but at the same time, they can't help the Dragonborn find any more shouts, basically limiting the Dragonborn's true ability. The Greybeards, on the one hand, teaches locations of shouts, tells us, oh hey, the shouts are here, go find it. And then, at the same time, the Greybeards are the most powerful voice users in the game. While the Blades are only sword-wielding hooligans because of the dragons coming back to life. No, can't move them back to see if there's anything else underneath them. The last time we tried to talk to Esbern was during the Peace Council in order to try and get Whiterun to be, under, to help us during the issue with Alduin. And that's when he told us he wouldn't help us or talk to us until we ended up killing Parthenax, and it's just kind of not right to do that. Especially not in my personal opinion, and it just doesn't add up. Sure, they hate dragons. Sure, they don't care about what it does to other people. Lastly, the issue of the Blades being treacherous is obvious. And even then, Arenkir told us before we even had to deal with them not to. Because they often meddle in affairs they barely understand. Including the fact is if it weren't for Parthenax, the dragons would still be raging, Alduin would still be alive, and truth, that's basically the greatest return to grace in, history kind of deal. One of the worst dragons in the original era overcomes his own nature through the method of Zen. Literally, half of what he says is in the books on Zen. Now, most of the time, for some people, there's a forgive and forget scenario, especially for myself. But there are a bunch of people who do not have the same kind of quality of thought. And I guess the game kind of reflects real life, with the fact that the Blades have the mentality that all evil dragons, all the dragons must be evil. When in truth, really, that just paints them one thing. It paints them as evil. They have no thought of anything besides themselves and what they want. They didn't realize, apparently, in the game, that, theoretically speaking, of course, if it weren't for Parthamax, everyone would have forgotten about the Way of the Voice. They would have forgotten about all of the things that happened with the ancient tongues, more or less. And Dragonrend itself would have remained lost to the player. And in killing Parthamax, it would only further the downfall of history. It basically sends the entire situation on a rampage downhill. Because then, just not speaking metaphorically and going with the actual in-game issues that happen, if you do, you try to talk to the Greybeards, they will kill you. They will blow you right out of Hierarchia and so on, unless you actually talk to them peacefully. I've noticed this a couple of my previous runs have ended up in such a way.
What was that?
Just a bunch of extra facts about killing Parthamax that really makes a difference. And the really interesting thing about it is, thinking about how Parthamax is, aside, the fact that they even make the Dragonborn kill, or tell him he has to, is pushing, in all honesty, a very different boundary. That's basically like saying, hey, we know you're a good person and all. You did the job of saving the world from a very tyrannical evil dragon that has nothing to do with Parthenax. But now we're going to send you after the very same dragon who helped you defeat him. Basically an ultimate evil for the very same quote-unquote helpers that one has. Which is really kind of stupid. Even Delphine, when you talk to her, says you're either with us or against us, and it's like, did Alduin's situation not count for anything? Saving your lives from the Celtmorea didn't count for anything? That's about how I look at the situation overall. Nine out of 10 times when I get to that part of dealing with the blades, I basically prefer to go in there as a vampire and just lay waste to them. Solely for that sake.
Who's there? Rodolphe? That you? Boss was looking for you, said he'd be up at the summit. Better not keep him waiting.
The very strange enigma of a blind man and his book.
So, you in?
Yeah. We can't have that roomy-eyed fool as our watchman, even if he is Hajmar's uncle. Time we dealt with both of them.
We strike tonight at dusk. Be ready.
I'm doing this with stealth. Simply because I feel like it.
You think it'll work?
Of course not. Dogs I could train, but a half-starved wolf, not a chance.
Right. Lucky if it doesn't rip our throats out.
Looks like we got a cutthroat skulking around.
What's that?
Back to work on Monday.
Tired of getting disarmed. Hey, keep your hands to yourself. You picked a bad time to get lost.
There was a lot of story that I didn't even bother to speak about there, but mainly just because it wasn't worth it. The only thing I did make a mention of is the guy and his the blind guy and his book. They again are killing the Somerset shadows like I feel like. Mainly because there's more of them. There's a couple times you can do this every so often. It's worth it for once in a while. And you know what? Just to do it in style. In a fitting style. Not entirely sure what the helmet's issue is, but apparently it's having some glitchy issues. That's my leg. Are there no more? Was it just the one outside? No, that can't be right. So, I'm not sure what the thing and what the problem is here, so I'm gonna do one of a few things. I don't know what it wants me to do in here. There's no leader in here. They're dead already. Eh. Eventually it'll figure that out, I guess. So that mission's bugged. I gotta go back there anyway. Find more details about payment, blah blah blah, forsaken key. Alright, we are back. Oh, now I can switch my outfit back to. So they're going away from us rather than towards us. Okay, okay. I need to crack down on a few different things. And I should be able to catch them either in Marthal or Dawnstar. Imperials randomly out here. perk available yet. The other thing I like about the vampire is transformations at will. I don't have to worry about sporadic time frames or moments of extreme weakness making the character transform. That is another Daedric item that I haven't gotten yet. Mind you. The Ring of Hearsay. Oh, I passed the objective I was going towards. Oh well. I'm gonna try to jump ahead of our group of Khajiit that we're trying to catch up to as well. The reason we're trying to catch that caravan is to give the one individual amongst its number the amulet they wanted back. Well, yeah, we should be able to catch them there. They'll be there for at least a little while, or at least they're supposed to. Probably longer. Even though I showered. Should go right on top of that.
The road makes this one here. The roads of Sky. There it is. Ah, home. If you ever need the skills of a Khajiit warrior by your side, I would be honored to travel with you. Until then, here. This is for you. In thanks. Then lead on, friend.
Alright, so we now have a Khajiit caravaneer with us. So the first thing we are now going to do is return to the ruling member of the Hold. Dawnstar as well, since we're already here.
Just a servant of Skull the Elder.
Not
Worthy
a
of
dump.
time.
You've shown those monsters that they will no longer be tolerated in the Pale. Good work. Here, a reward from your Jarl. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. Good luck. Oh, sorry. No houses for sale in Dawnstar right now. But I could sell you land in the hold where you could build your own house. Wonderful. I'll sleep better knowing you're watching the Southern Marches. Here's the title to your steading. Just follow the road south from Dawnstar, past Fort Dunstad. Then head south. The land is near Giant's Gap, right on the border with Whiterun Hold. You'll almost be inside of the glorious farm, in fact. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
There's no honor in being the Jarl's servant. The family that serves
Felgate's family for generations.
So, we need to help at least 2 more people in...
There was some ruckus over there by the weird black door. You weren't involved in that craziness, were you?
You, what do you want?
God strike you down. I'm no one special. Just a miner who swings a pick at his drink.
Act as if they know us, but they don't. So we have 2 more people to help.
The Jarl and I have our disagreement. Skald supports Ulfric's rebellion, and he doesn't like having a couple of old legionnaires living in his town. He's a fool. A dragon has attacked Helgen. Dawnstar needs the Empire now more than ever. Drowning your troubles in mead? A lot of folks are doing that these days. You'll want the Wind Peak Inn. As for work, you could try to catch Skald in a good mood, but your best bet would be working in the mines. They're on opposite ends of town. Stay out of trouble now.
My duty is to guard Green Americans.
I help my husband Rustless run the forge. He's a marvel with steel. Not much. I came here a few years ago from Hammerfell when I married. The land is beautiful, but I can't stand this cold. I don't know how Rustless manages it. That's right. Home of the Red Guards. A land of sand and seas. I hope one day I'll convince Rustlake to take us back there. Until then, I'm content running the forge together here in Dawnstar. We forge every day if we need it.
Divine smile on you, friend. I worked on a few moorings here and there for it. Most of the ship captains are superstitious about who works on their vessels, though. And Dawnstar is known for its bad luck. We're the last port of call before Windhelm, and the war we trade makes rich targets for pirates. Come back if you need steel. I mind. What's the smelter?
My wife, Baytild, is dead. Can't say I miss that old saber cat.
Hello.
Ah, welcome to stream. How are
that
you?
That would be Skald the Elder.
Yeah.
Turned on the Empire first chance he got. If you don't mind digging, I own the Quicksilver
Trying out the
mine.
new
It's a better life
thing.
than working in that damned Ironbreaker mine with all
Sorry,
those
you're
milk
what?
drinkers.
The new Diablo game that's going to be coming out, the beta trial.
I saw that.
Now,
Yep, I thought I'd let you know. But I'll be in the other chat later.
Oh, who's in the other chat?
Just me and C. James.
Oh, I was gonna say if you wanted, I could do a special D&D session.
Is that
for you.
fur?
Oh, I
Going
know.
out of your ears?
Wasn't sure.
I
if you
will
got
a
that.
bit, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw your next message, yeah.
Alright, have fun. Yeah, he's been kind of off lately.
Mining is an honest trade. No real...
Here to mine? Be careful.
This counts as helping an individual town member. But we have to do a certain number of ore veins. I've been sitting there for an age trying to mine that one, and it just didn't want to mine it for some reason. There it goes. So, need to at least do one more, preferably. 2 would be probably more acceptable, but, you know, it's what it is. So it's not right again with that one. Good.
I work in the mine just like everyone else.
Now I'm gonna try to get at least one more deposit.
Hi there.
Somewhere.
Sorry, gotta run.
My attempt to try and find one more deposit, but it looks like I'm all out of opportunities, but that's okay. 3, 4 is okay. Still counts. I would have liked one more, but good enough.
Trouble? My Quicksilver mine. I'll buy everything you've dug up. Until next time.
So, there's 2 out of 3. And there's one more person,
Giants
apart from some of the other individuals.
Everyone thinks I'm too young to be by inheritance, as my men are fond of saying. Can't blame them. My mother ran the Sea Squall as strictly as she ran the house. I've been trying to find new areas of business, trying to win the sailors' respect, but I keep having problems. Take the last trade we did. Some fine cut void salts from the College of Winterhold. Plenty of coin if you know who to sell it to. Sailors are what happened to them. They got drunk and ended up losing the merchandise in some cave. If you're not afraid of a little exploring, I'll pay good gold to get those salts. Until next time.
Alright. Now that one is worth doing. Blood Cavern. Sounds simple enough. Probably just because it's called that, just because it knows we're going to spread anything that gets in our way. All is going to be everywhere. I mean, we can't die. Personally, with this character. They've tried many times. Cowardly dragon? Try to attack us while we're not paying attention? No! Damn, I'm a good shot. Come down here, coward! Well, we know we hit it. We know it counted for something. It's about all one can tell. Below us, right? Of course. Come now, face me, I'm right there. Sad that there's Khajiit things in here that are dead. Alright, so where's the cave? It says there's a cave part to this where my objective is, but yet there's no cave. Oh, here it is.
Something smells foul.
These bears that are coming. Oh, try harder, bears. How they... I'm at a loss for words, though, in all honesty. How the shipment of fine-cut void salts ended up here, of all places, somehow lost by ship dockhands over in Dawnstar? And they came from Winterhold.
We have
That
found
has
a
to be
cave.
one of the stupidest things I have ever seen. Dawnstar is here. Winterhold is here. Supposedly, according to what we were told, the fine-cut void salts came from the college in particular. Their dockhands would have either had to have come from this particular hold somehow, all the way up through here on a boat, to stop here in Dawnstar, if you want to call it Windhelm or something else, only for the void cuts to be lost all the way over here. In all honesty, that takes a lot of thoughtless, brainless activity. Another funny thing is, they talk to the Archmage of the college. Sure, they probably made that trade deal before our character became the Archmage. Still. It's interesting to see how that happens.
Everyone thinks that's the first bit of good news I've had since I set sail a year ago. Here's your cut. All right, then.
And that counts. Well, we now have helped all of his people and are about to become the Thane of Dawnstar. We can then go build our house in Dawnstar. We still have another house to continue to build in Hillmarch, if I'm not mistaken. There's also one other place we can get.
Just a servant of Skald the Elder. Worthy of time.
And by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of the Pale. Congratulations. I grant you a personal housecarl and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
The Jarl has appointed me to be... Looks like you got someone already.
Alright, you can wait here then. Eventually I might come back for you. Eventually. So yes, we have Winstead Manor, we have Jarlam Hall, and I know there's another one that gets placed over in here. It's from Fall Creek. However, we're going to go to Buzzard's Rest and go to the Jarlam Hall. For those of you who may not be aware, that is the Dawn Guard, or not the Dawn Guard, the Hearthfire DLC. You know what? No, I'm gonna leave you be. As long as you don't get in my way, I'm not getting in your way. We're passing by, folks. Respect for respect, that's all that matters. We could have killed them with ease. We get a small bit of materials to start out on. Not much though. Nails again. Build by necessity, not by accessity. There's more nails that need to be used. Locks, iron fitting, or a lock, hinges, and iron fitting. Hey. So, boom.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. Or I might not. We will see. Khajiit guards your back. We follow them.
So, with all that said and done,
Khajiit guards your back.
we got a few things in Mark Growth to deal with. one of the best places to get raw materials anyway. Now, there are 3 additional missions in here we have to do as well.
Need something?
A man like me thinks a lot of them.
Lots of things in the way.
Come on in. The silver.
Did you see that, madman?
Of strong drink.
A forsworn agent here in the city.
This is the Silver Blood Inn. Ah, Boley finally got someone out here. Well, it's about time. I've been waiting for weeks. Well, thank you for bringing it, I suppose. Have a good day. What? Oh, how could I have possibly forgotten? Your reward, of course. Of course. Here you are. So sorry about that. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in market.
So very annoying.
Silverbloods tax everything now that they run the city. My family, but here. I have a delivery I need to make to Calcimo. Thank you. He can be a bit difficult, but I'm sure he'll appreciate your help.
Now we're just doing all the extra stuff. Every last thing.
Did you hear all that noise outside?
It's just the market rabble.
Elizabeth handles the customers. I just check the ship list.
If you're here to trade, step up to the counter.
She's one of those at the Nimir's Rings quest.
So the Stormcloaks took the Reach? Maybe Talos really is on their side. Oh, by the divines, is it that obvious? This store would find... You aren't for hire, are you? Thank you. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for you when you return. No, it was the Forsworn, wasn't it? I inherited... My husband, Gunnar, died about 5 years ago. For sworn attack. Splendid. I've been looking... Thank you so much. With this coin, I'll be able to... Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Always get the arrows. It's always worth it. Except for the dwarven ones, because Celtmorea always tries to get one off of you every time. Well, I'm definitely gonna need these. Some additional things I can get for the houses I build. Also need that. Now, as you can see, she's got about 3,300 some odd gold on her character. Well, we're going to change that, probably in like 2 or 3 purchase or sales. 3 things to sell. Let's see. 1. Now probably like 2. 2. Sure, one of these. 3. Bankrupt.
Come back whenever you need something.
No gold for her. It's all ours. Our gold.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Fresh meat for your stomach?
Holmes. Aye, all them women keep... Not even... But they've got a treasure in there. Well, let's not... Nah, just... You'll be helping out an old beggar. And the divine smile on his face.
So, he wants us to go up to the Temple of Dibella and to steal the golden Dibella statue from within. We can do this. Of course, it is going to set an outrage against them. It's going to outrage the priestesses. And of course, everyone does not want to outrage the priestesses. But everything's going to. Our companion needs to wake up.
If anyone sneaks... Head on, then. I will keep an eye out.
It won't be long. We'll be quick in and out. We'll grab statue.
The sisters are communing with Debella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time.
She doesn't even see us, truth be told. Our stealth is too good for that. They're trying to commune with their deity of Debella. One side is...
Lead us to your Sybil.
So they don't see us. Truth be told. Only problem we have is if we run into somebody while we're taking this section. So if we have a big problem. And that's only if we can't get by. We are magic.
The sisters are communing with Debella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time.
As we're still stealthily crouched, it doesn't count as a crime. And because she's not in an uproar, we pulled that off like a freaking boss.
Khajiit walks in your footsteps.
Because they're supposed to recognize that we stole the statue and start screaming and go in an uproar, but because we have such good stealth, we don't even have to worry about it.
Oh, did you need something?
Holmes. I said Holmes, you... Give it to me quickly, before they see us together. You've riled up the priestesses, and the guards don't... Here's your share. Nicely done.
Want a cut of venison or mutton? Well, of course you do.
Hmm.
Even though they're not riled up at all. Because they're supposed to be hooting and hollering. They're supposed to know that we took the statue, but they didn't see us.
Markat's a different place now. Do business here?
Oh, first call Selmo because of the what's her face down on the market.
Good to see. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting to pick that up. Poor Kira, such a patient woman. Now you're supposed to get something for your trouble, aren't you? How about some gold? People seem to like that, I notice. You are? Very good. Excellent. Very good. This is I simply must have this. I'll pay you double what it's worth. Well, I suppose important research is worth every... I'm glad we could come to an agreement. What?
See,
Oh, goodbye.
he always wants us to give him an arrow anytime we buy
The
them.
Imperials think we need their laws.
Wait, do I have one of those on me? Let's see. I think I might need one. Yeah, I don't have a Dage of Heart with me right now.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in SKYrime. You know, the fellow who wrote that book.
Hiding out, he says. The actual gourmet is long dead. But nobody knows that but us. Well, that and the Dark Brotherhood, but that's for us to know. Oh, give me a second. I have to stand up for a few. Try to stretch out my legs. Make sure we read that, at least. Okay. That's all the books we can remove right now from our inventory. Now we need to empty the rest of our stuff. We don't really need, but stuff we can part with and only use if we need to sell something. That's usually how I deal with things. Take the junk, I'll leave the important stuff. That's upside down, but... can leave those up there, I guess. It's easier that way.
Honored to see you again, my thing.
Alright, so we have dagger racks to fill up too. There always used to be a thing where all of the player homes had one of those daggers or not daggers, the stones of Baron's Eye left around in them somewhere. Although I think I might have already grabbed the one from this house, I cannot be sure. Normally I'd be sitting on like a table or something somewhere. It's never in anything. That can stay there, that can stay there for now. Just kind of take off, or take out of our inventory the stuff we're probably not going to use again. I mean, we could probably finish getting missions from Nazir. Or really wanted to. But that's kind of pushing it a little. Anything we can't use that isn't worth a ton should be leaving here. You know, actually thinking about it, gonna take some of this extra gear. It's basically just be like, here, companion, take this. So I can always make more later. He didn't even take that though either. Which is a kind of strange thing, I guess you could say. Because I mean, they're supposed to take the item they send us after, but I mean, they didn't. Don't need these right now, so they can stay here. That can stay here. That can come with us. The roll of paper can stay here.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them. I will shoulder some of your burden.
Yes, yes you will. I will give you, let's see. Yeah, we can give you that. And we're just going to give him one of these. He already has some of those things too, but, you know, it's easier that way. Alright, let's go.
Khajiit will follow.
Now we'll move a ton faster. Quickly try to see if I can't locate it. Should usually be like right here on one of these dressers, usually. But then again, it's been a long time since I've had to look for one. There's the other one, by the way. That's Bloodthirst. That one goes hand in hand with Dawnfang. This is our massive collection of weapons. Can't turn or leave Grim Summer here. We need it to end a few missions. Kind of leaving the stuff I'm not going to use for a while in here. Some of those you may be thinking, how the heck does a chest hold so much? I don't know. It's a magical bottomless chest, I guess. Won't need this stuff till the house is complete, or at least most of it anyway. Okay, now our character is down to just over 400 pounds in equipment and gear. Ta-da! We have them both, like I said. Okay, so there's a few more things we can do. So the task we have to do right now is up here, the one it's telling us to do, but it's a bit outside.
Tacitus. What
no,
is
no,
it?
this is different.
Even in the blade? Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Actors, would you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example. Thanks. Excellent. If you change your mind, you know where to find it.
Yeah,
Grew up,
strange.
a girl has to grow up, and life in the strong. That's right. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision.
it's not allowing me to give them 500 gold or something.
Gorza is the one you should ask.
It's interesting.
Need anything?
Disrespect the law and you disrespect the
Blah, 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 blah. I'll eventually get there. There is plenty of things to do.
damn Forsworn. All seems Pavo and Gat are the only I'm sure, but that's nonsense. You can't hand that. I do. If you want to grab a pickaxe and dig up some iron, feel free. I'll pay for anything you bring me. All right.
Kolskegger, overrun with Forsworn. What next? Poor Pavo and Gat. To have lived through a Forsworn attack.
So, we were just asked by a different mine boss to rid Kolskegger mine of Forsworn. And we can do that. So, for those of you who may be wondering, these are the blades given to us by a in-game Creation Club DLC. We have to kill at least 12 people, or 12 enemies with both of them. Oh, that's interesting. This one pairs with the other one, but this one, Dawn Fang, we have to kill 12 people or creatures before it'll actually do any of its effects. I thought originally because it was, for one, both of them have the same issue. But no. Only issue is that it pairs with the other one. Kolskegger mine is just what this rock was. No damage. One. Where are the rest of yous? Come now and face me. Is this all you have? Was one Forsworn agent? Gonna have to take that. Alright, so that's 3. This is probably the most well-looted gold mine in the entire game. Oh yes, this is a gold mine. Literally.
What was that?
Yeah. Himself. See? Gold. Combat with someone, are we? Stuck in a barrel apparently too. How do I get off the barrel?
Where are you?
I don't know why I got stuck in a barrel in the first place, but it would be nice to get off of it. Stupid thing. Being a douche. Oh, randomly, you're stuck on a barrel. I wasn't even on the barrel to begin with. Apart from our barrel incident having us restart, yeah. Let's just kill these guys before it comes to too much of an issue. Or I'll worry about looting the place when I'm done.
Someone there.
Hey!
God.
Die, damn you!
6.
Thought I heard something.
7. 8. I'm not sure what the Forsworn had in mind when they took a gold mine. But, you know, it is what it is. Gold here, gold there. Gold just about everywhere. It's a good thing we're here at the SKYrime mine getting this gold, because we're gonna need it later too. We need a few pieces for most of our housing enchanters. At least one gold ingot, and I think a gold ore. Not to put too fine a point on it. You can mine that ore still, you know. Great. It's glitching itself out of it for no reason. Because now my controls do not even want to function proper. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 7, 8, 9, and done. Let's try to get this glitchy. Oh. Okay, that's not weird at all. We hit it once and then it instantly disappears. Never seen that happen before. I've seen it glitch to where it never depletes itself, but I've never seen it glitch like that before. Normally, it glitches so that you can continuously end up mining that thing for hours, but yet, never where it instantly depletes itself. Eight, 9, and done. Seven, 8, 9, and done. And this one. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oof, excuse me. So, slowly we're dissolving the mine of Kolskager and all its valuable and reachable gold for a few reasons. A, once we tell them that the mine is reopenable, they will come back to the mine and start mining, and all of a sudden these will refill and be mineable once more. Not right away, of course, but they will be later on down the road. By mining all of these up now, right now all of this counts as stolen from the hold. But since we've killed all the people who stole it, we can take it for ourselves. And it all automatically resets itself once we confirm that the mine has been cleared. Clever little thing there. And we can come back at a later time and have to clear the mine out again too, so. Only downside is we're gonna have to leave the pickaxe we got with us, because that is officially labeled as stolen. by us, the player. We don't want that. We're only using it to deplete the mine of its valuables. Officially on our way out. We are going to stash that pickaxe in a barrel, as usually is doing in the house. Stolen, little stolen icon, and then we can officially leave. Oh, okay, I got a mine behind us. Now that we have all of the gold that we can get from here, we're going to smelt it outside, into the smelter right outside the door. And once we do that, we will move on to another location. 54 things of gold ore from there. Low for what I've seen it in previous runs. In my previous runs, I have seen anywhere from 58 to 62. And that's if that 1 or 2 spots of gold don't glitch out. But seeing as how it instantly depleted itself and we didn't get none of that, kinda seems, you know, pointless. Inspire, we would have to talk to Esbern. You know what, I'm gonna attempt to go and talk to Esbern just to try and get that mission out of the way. Just so you can see when it glitches out and he doesn't allow me to turn in the mission. For whatever reason. Watch it be the only time it actually works. Because usually that's how things work in my luck lately. Is what I say doesn't happen ends up happening. Or what I say could happen, rather than what does. And what should.
Please. Delphine has been very worried about you.
We heard the news from Whiterun that you left the city on the back of a dragon.
No.
That's a little showy, even.
We didn't.
Since you're still alive, I assume you have good news to report. Gods above, that's better news than I had hoped. When you walked into my inn that day, I never imagined where it would all lead. Dragons out of legend, Sovngarde.
You've done it. Just as the prophecy said. Yes? What is it?
Justice can be... Paternax was true, he turned. Whether or not he has truly... Shouts for Udavine from the dragon.
I knew you could do it. I believed in you, and yet I still didn't think I'd live to see this day.
We officially cannot turn that in. Because now it says return to Esbern.
Thank you. Thank you, Dragonborn. Great service for us.
There's still the matter of Paternax. I'm not ungrateful for what you've done. Esbern speaks for both of us.
Yes? What is it? That's all.
Paternax must die. There's no excuse now that Alderaan is dead.
I'm afraid she's right. I'm deeply sorry that this has to come between us. But just as Paternax's later deeds do not expiate his crime, your deeds do not allow us to ignore our duty. I hope you will return to us soon. The news that justice has finally been done, with both Alduin and Paternax dead. dark chapter in history will finally be closed.
Very good.
So that is what I was referring to. As the moment where they not only become absolutely ungrateful for what we've done, saving their lives from the Celtmorea, invading the Celtmorea embassy to learn of who they were after, first off for Delphine. And then, on top of that, even, they are ungrateful that we gave them a place to live, secretly from the rest of the world. They are officially, they even make note that they say they're not, but they are. And then they continue to persist that we kill Parthamax, but we know I'm not going to do that. Another thing is, instead of allowing us to finish whatever tasks we had, to deal for them. It basically comes down to one of a few things. Either we leave them to rot now, and we deal with our other stuff like I am. Or we end up fighting Parthamax, which I'm not doing. I would soon rather kill 100 more Draugr than kill Parthamax, because, in all honesty, their own words just literally defeated their own justification. True justice demands only one of a few things. That for the downfall of issues, such as in Parthamax's case, his actions do refute what has happened in the past. They do ultimately redeem him in the true designation of justice. However, the Blades do not see it that way. They deem him still having to die, rather than the truth of the matter, which would be that his actions redeem him of his previous endeavors and issues. Now, we could talk to Parthamax about that, and he would say that they were wise to trust him. According to... Oops. Sorry, I got our companion stuck. Now, the downside of having to deal with talking to Aringir and telling him of the Blade's plot, which we can do that as well. We would have to basically either choose one side or the other, to put a long story short. But when we went to Esbern, he's like, well, Delphine was worried about you because they heard you're riding on the backs of dragons. The point is, truth is we didn't, but we did. The game's gonna read it as we flew on the back of a dragon to Sovngarde, but the truth is, we just took our sweet time walking through a portal doorway to Skuldolphin Tower, which was okay.
If the Forsworn, I'm one of the few native sons of the Reach that owns. That won't be the last we hear from the Silverbloods, but at least we can get back to work. Thank you. You've done a good thing for me and my workers. Here, this is for you. Good day.
But, long story short is, basically they want us to kill Parthamax regardless of what he's done. But had it not been for Parthamax, the end would have never have been solved. Alduin would have destroyed them all. Sure, we were the instrument of how he was supposed to die.
Enjoy killing you.
But that's where I draw the line with the unfortunate side effect of our mutual disagreement with the Blades. Yes, we are back in Hag's End. I know we've already cleared it once, but we have to clear it now again in order to get the assassin's gear from Olava's reading, which is hiding now. Now that this appears, truth be told. Last time we came through, that was not there. That is what the assassin of old, that Olava the Seer, spoke of. A long-forgotten dead assassin. We already have Bloodthorn, which is what we got from here, is the soul-capturing dagger. Chances of us getting a second one? Maybe. Never seen anything otherwise, but I've seen that as a possibility. Especially if we clear the place before we come here for the assassin's outfit. Oh. I didn't hit him. I know that much. He walked into the end of the fire spell or the fire pot that fell. And I know we've hit it because we got the shot from there already. Bloodthorn is not there again, so I mean, that's okay. We've officially managed to get Dawnfang's full morning ability up and going. Looks kind of nice here, but I like it more along the lines of what happens if you get it at dusk. Enemies nearby? What enemies?
Never should have.
That enemy. Suppose I can slaughter the rest of these Forsworn.
Over here.
Yeah, we killed with the other one. I know it doesn't keep track, but we killed about the exact same either way. 21 for one, so maybe a little shorter for the other one. But we're getting close. We already got the sword once. It's interesting how we can duplicate missions like that. It's kind of intriguing. I think that should be about all of them.
We have found a cave.
Something. Its kind of effect is similar to day and night, but the only issue and difference is it'll slowly change for what it does in damage and such.
And now you die.
Is that all they could do? Come on now. Is that the best they could do? I'm sorry, I overestimated them. What a shame. That's another one down. We are not here for Lost Echo Cave, which we've already cleared. We're here for the cave somewhere behind it, up the hill or the mountainside more. Just kinda tying up all the extra loose end missions that one can do. We are here for the weird street guy helmet. The old street guy there that we ran into on one of our trips into Solitude. They're the weird guy who runs around Solitude begging for change. Interesting. Interesting how that's the first chest in my entire run so far that has had me actually have to do some kind of effort to open it. Again, also, there's no way up this hole either. One of the many secrets of Skyrim. Totally not worth it, but happens. Now I can try to manipulate this for a while and try to get back up there, but I don't know if I'll succeed in that. I may, knowing how good I am at trying to scale walls. Takes a bit of effort and a bit of a starting point somewhere. At least to attempt to get back up there. Also, our companion is still up there somewhere. They did not follow us down into this hole. You know what? I'm doing the other strat. Reload strat. Kinda have no choice there. But, just so you know, there is something down there. It is totally not worth going after, though. I will be right back, though. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, my phone was buzzing a bit earlier and I thought I'd take a look. Now that we're back to a location we can continue from, let's kind of just grab what we have to grab again. Because we jumped down to try and see what was in the water. We found a chest, which I knew was there to begin with, but I didn't think it was a one-way trip to hell and back. Pardon my language. I know I swore and it wasn't very good, but you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, our companion, even though we jumped down last time, a few minutes ago, went and swam around, got a chest, wasn't worth the trip down there and getting stuck, but he stayed up here. Now, knowing that there is supposed to be more to this cave than that, tells me that I'll probably have to go back to it another time.
We have found a cave. I don't
Or
think
sometimes
there are warm fires
that
in
might
friendly
actually be the end of it in certain runs, because sometimes that cave, the rest of it is not open. Solely because of whatever reason. For example, we found the lower part of that. Now, we really are so heck bent on finding out. Well, we most certainly can try. Waited for me to look at it to attack. Interesting. Very interesting. Bunch of extra junk. Supposedly, these two caves, the steep fall burrow we got, or steep foot burrow above us, and the one we're in, are somehow connected to each other. Well, as you can see, the moment the day ends, we have to continue to refight through whatever 12 to 13 more creatures again in order to get our sword back to full potential. Now, as you can see, there's a way in and out. When before, there wasn't. Just as an FYI. Also, that chest is not here. It's over here. And this time it opens on the first try. So that's a couple of clever little things there that are different now. And oh yes, I looked for that before. You have to walk in here in order for that area to appear. Which is the strangest thing I have found in Skyrim. But you know, what the heck ever then. It works, it does the task, and it does provide a bit of strange content to look at. Now, we are slowly coming into closing on most, if not all, of our extra tasks and things. We can go back to the Celtmorea and proceed, kill and slaughter whatever we find. Of course. If we have to, that is. More than likely we will. It looks like our Khajiit has left our service without us even knowing. Okay. Okay. I guess we have to re-invert and try and open the door. Now we go on the killing spree of the Thalmor. Come now and face us in all our mysticism glory. Well, more advanced, but you get the point. Oh, we're on the wall, but it is not letting us over the wall. I don't hear my horse. Hiding behind a wall is not doing that. If you think you're going to be the one to defeat me, hiding behind a wall is not the key way of going about it. There you are. I'll end yours. No perk yet. Wait. That might just be the trick we need. Nope. I was trying to be clever. We should have the key, but we don't. I guess that's enough of a vampire onslaught on these things. For now. The time. terrorize in here a little if there's anything worth taking or dealing with. These elves are nothing! Nothing! I will take your swords! Good enough. Free gear. All of it is worth taking. Loot the crap out of the place. What do we got in here? That's good stuff. What about this chest? What's in this one? You know what? You.
You are taking a... What do you need? What is it? It will be done.
Okay.
It will be done. It will be done.
Get over there and do it.
It will be done. It will be done.
Okay.
Is that all?
For now, that's all you get. Let's see what's up here, shall we? Cave bear pelt will be something of a small amount of gold. Supposedly the best in the business. They certainly didn't realize when we entered the front door until after the character became the vampire. They were supposed to be the best the Celtmorea had to offer. Come on now. One should expect that they notice a vampire after a whole bloodbath outside. Seriously. You would think. No. Nope. Far from. Let's see. I know there's the cave entrance somewhere. Gonna have to take the way out back in. Wherever it's going off to. That looks about right. So yes, we've come through here once already before now. For good reason. And we're now coming back through here for an additional reason. We want to try to use this exit tree to find a way back into the Celtmorea embassy. Just to lay waste to more fun. Being that things are a little different than they were before, it's okay. I figure a means of doing this. I'm almost certain of that. Perhaps. Nope. I tried. Okay, we're done. One good attempt, and that was a fairly decent one. To try and get into the embassy again, just to lay waste to them again. No fortunate luck there. Yesterday I did most of the things I set out to do today. Couldn't get the car because that's still not ready yet for me to go and get it. Got my music device. I'm going to try and fix and get back to the way it should be. In order for me to use it instead of my phone during the work days. Oh well. Eventually I might find something.
Between moons.
Watched the movie I wanted to watch yesterday. I got the tea and the coffee I wanted to today. Sorry if you hear me kind of mumbling while I'm thinking out loud. It is solely just because I'm trying to debate what else to do today. Shortly, I'm thinking of calling it a day on stream. Good, how many more I need? Oh, we're at 7 out of 12. That's a shame. I expected more. Eight. 11. 12. Typically, this will be where one of those vampire power rings are supposed to be, if you can get the vampire missions to work for you. It's supposed to be hiding in that chest we just opened. Knowing our companion might emulate that, he'll probably die at that point. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully the AI will be smart enough to have them walk down the path that we went up, instead of trying to follow the character blindly and jump off a cliff. So yeah.
We have found a cave.
It's another cave down and another step towards the ultimate list of things to do. This is a place we'll have to go to for one of the other missions we could get at Solitude. The mission Jairi, however you say his name. The guy who keeps saying, "I've got a little work if you're bored, stranger," tells us, or takes all his treasure to. This is basically his code complete. That's if we wanted to do that. We don't want to do that. We're just going to kill them all anyway. Now we eat our corpse, because it's been a while. Even though I know it looked like we were eating dirt, because the corpse slid down this far. We just keep killing them, and eventually we'll have to go. Come and face us, cowards!
I thought I heard something.
You did. You're deaf. Eat our corpse!
Burn it. Burn the vampire.
You missed. Okay, now you're dead. Eat the corpse! A bit of a graphic situation, just because it zooms out. So you can see the characters actually attempting to eat the corpse, and it just doesn't look like we're staring at them. Just the feel. Why is our sword not glowing again? It's supposed to be using its mystical persuasion. They stood the bridge up on us. Slower.
Someone there?
Could have been a different one, but unlikely. Damn it. I missed it.
I'll have your head.
No, you won't. Eat that corpse. Now we'll take a look. Ah, our one ally did the final blow. Oh, isn't that nice? We know there's more to do.
Now you're mine.
It would appear our assistant is a bit too powerful for these fools. I wonder how that could be. We should not leave anything of value for them to have or return for. Not one thing. Even if it's junk, we take it all. Yeah, unless it's like stuff like this. We'll leave that kind of stuff. But stuff like this, we take. Leave that. If we can take this, we'll take it. Looks like it's still... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there it is somewhere. Got it. Take it all. Leave no stone unturned, no sword unsheathed. Give us that sword. I will be taking that sword. Damn it. Okay, apparently that's a glitched sword stuck to the wall. Take that. Use that. Mammoth ore. Leave them no stone unturned. Take it all of their goods, all of their tools, and we sell them all. We leave no stone unturned. Pillage the entire areas. There's another bridge. I knew this one. Your death. Fall. That's a hell of a fall. Barrel. Not worth it. Pick through this area. But it never hurts to double check. Sure, it's not worth much, but it's something. Leave no stone unturned.
Time to end this little game.
Now you're dead. Eat that corpse. Treasure box. There's another useful fishing spot. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it would appear that game is too busy to keep moments for us, which is fine. It happens. Totally understandable. Spiderfish. We can swim for endless time. Always worth checking every bit of water, because you never know what you might find. You might find treasure chests. You might find sunken boats. A bunch of enemies. A bunch of corpses to loot. And so much more. Search the barrels. Taking everything, leaving all of them dead, which is our objective. Oh, excuse me. What time is it? 3 in the afternoon? Oh, I suppose. Well, suppose we jump to the end of the location and finish looting stuff. We've killed them all. Enemies? Nowhere. Damn, the Nicholas that ahead of us. Strange tree. Kinda just look around. Wait a few, see if it tells us anything. And if it actually sends an enemy at us, and so on. Nope. I don't see any enemies anywhere. I'll hand in all of these missions and we'll be good for this episode of Skyrim. Hope you all have enjoyed wherever you are watching from. And you tune in again next time. Stop number 1.
Look at it. That's real Nord craftsmanship, that is. Let me show you an old trick I learned as a scout. Makes it harder for the enemy to notice you. It's best you leave me be.
That
you
guy.
should see me when you get bored.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes
Is
tedious.
the Blackwater Marauders leader, officially. But he is a quote-unquote business lizard here in Solitude. So.
May the gods watch. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. I won't forget what you've done for Solitude.
One's over there.
It's so good to see you again. Filthy creatures, aren't they? Living in the darkness like they do. So uncivilized. I prefer finery, like this. Here, for your trouble. And I suppose I should show you a little about illusion magic for free, shouldn't I? Take care of yourselves, and always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
Now we continue to turn in missions.
I don't like talking to... We're safe here. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward. Until next time.
There.
What do you want, milk drinker?
101 things just off of our list, one at a time. That dropped that list a good handful of things. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope you tune in again.